Hey, what's going on YouTube? Nathan Olson from Your Charisma, and in today's video, we're going to be covering how to master TikTok. Coming up. If you don't know by now, TikTok is a huge social platform that is blowing up amongst almost every age group. You see people from all different types of demographics and cultures of the world that are starting to produce content on a regular basis. And because of this, since TikTok's new age and this massive gain of popularity, people have been able to generate enormous communities almost overnight. So the question becomes, how do you become a master of TikTok? How does one go from 0 to 1 million followers virtually overnight or over a short period of time? Well, in this video, we're going to go over exactly that. When people are first introduced to TikTok, they're left with a vast variety of videos that are constantly streaming through their feed, and it can be left a little overwhelming. You see people creating professional style videos and even people creating amateur style videos. The realm for editing and film production is all over the place. And the question begs, am I good enough to produce this high quality content, or will even people watch my content? And the answer is yes, you can do both, but you need to start somewhere. When it comes to TikTok, unless you have pre-experience in filming and editing and videography, then you're not gonna be the best TikToker. It comes down to editing, filming, and even content production and even scripting. You'll learn all of these tactics over time, but you have to put in the work. So if you want to become a master of TikTok, you need to put in the hours of consuming content and content production. You should be spending at least 3 to 4 hours a day on the For You page, going through all of the content and really looking at what's going viral and what's not. This will help you understand exactly what your area or niche on the For You page is really interested in, and even some super major trending topics on TikTok. Because let's face it, there are some niche specific viral trends, but there's also some huge viral trends that spread across all of TikTok. And if you start to notice those trends beforehand and you start to pick up on what's going viral and what's not, you can start to position yourself in a place where you can really explode and generate a massive amount of awareness by jumping on trends early. When it comes to mastering TikTok, you need to spend a ton of time creating content and perfecting your content. Like we said before, unless you're an experienced filmer or cinematographer, then you're not going to have the tools or knowledge in order to produce such high quality content. So you need to start somewhere. And that's going to be from learning techniques from other TikTok influencers who create really good content. And a lot of people put out tutorials now in the same fashion that YouTube has become a super tutorial based platform. And with these tutorials, you can learn how the experts are producing these crazy transitions, awesome effects, and all new camera styles. Because let's face it, there's some basic principles to filming and even kind of acting on camera that you need to be aware of, and you're not gonna know that unless you spend more time in front of the camera and watching other people perform in front of the camera. When it comes to content production on TikTok, the more the merrier. You never know what's gonna go viral thanks to the For You page algorithm. So in that case, you should be creating at least 4 to 5 pieces of content a day. This will help you become better at honing in your skills at producing content faster, as well as becoming a better person in front of the camera. If you really want to become TikTok famous and become a master of the platform, then you need to start collaborating with other TikTok influencers. Look at David Dobrik, for example, a TikTok influencer that has been able to generate a massive community by starring in other people's videos and having them guest star in his videos. He's been able to generate a massive amount of content just by simply producing content with others. He's been able to not only attract some of their followers, but they've also been able to attract some of his followers. So it's a mutually beneficial relationship in which both of the people grow. This is something that you can use to your advantage because a lot of people are trying to become TikTok famous. And if you can find a group that is really exceptional in your area, that is interested in creating content on a regular basis, you guys can start producing a vast variety of content and helping each other grow. That's going to be one of the best ways to produce those really well-scripted videos that you see on TikTok, because the more people that you have acting in it, the more people that spend time, perfecting their skills of being in front of the camera, the better your videos are going to get over time. Because you have to think, when you see those TikTok videos with multiple people that are scripting it out between each other, it seems a lot more quality and a lot more professional than the individual that's simply acting all the parts by themselves. And that's because there's something to that. When we watch movies or when we watch TV, there's a cast, there's a scene, there's a crew that's going to come in and perform some of these parts. And when your TikTok videos start to take on that style and they start to take on that professionalism, you'll see a drastic increase in the overall amount of followers and engagements you'll receive because people are just naturally going to like your content better. So if you want to become a master of TikTok, then there's 3 simple things that you need to do in order to create your foundation to TikTok fame. You need to consume content on a daily basis for an extended period of time in order to understand what's going viral and what's not. This is what's going to allow you to position yourself before trends go really mainstream and allow you to generate a massive following and engagement. 2, you're going to need to produce content on a regular basis. I encourage people to produce 3 to 5 pieces of content every day because when you're producing a 15 to 60 second video, typically you can shoot a lot of those throughout the day. When you start to produce content more regularly, you'll become more comfortable in front of the camera, you'll understand what works, what doesn't, and maybe even better filming and editing styles. Remember to always look to other influencers for maybe some different aspects or even some tutorials that can help you become a better content producer, because when it comes to TikTok, it's all about the quality of the content and how entertaining the content is. If you lack really heavily in one of those areas, typically your content won't perform well. Last but not least, tip number 3, you're gonna need to collaborate with TikTok influencers on a regular basis as well. Finding people in your local community is gonna be the best way for you guys to create a really strong group that produces content on a regular basis and produces professional quality content. Look at House of Heat, for example, a collection of TikTok influencers that have essentially moved in together and produce content on a regular basis that goes viral almost every single time. They help each other grow and they help themselves grow. It's a mutually beneficial relationship that has enabled them to produce high figure salaries for each one. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up this video. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please drop them in the comment section down below. I love to hear from you guys, and I'll be answering any and all of your questions, and I will see you in the next video.